Hey our friends, in this video we're going to draw a really gross zombie teddy bear. Before we start, I want to show you what the drawing looks like at the very end so that you get a good idea of what we're going to draw. Now for this lesson I'm using markers to draw and color with, but you can use whatever you have. You don't have to use the same thing. You could also start your drawing by using a pencil and eraser to get the lines just the way you want it before you switch to your markers. And also, I always like reminding you, don't worry about making your drawing look exactly like mine. The most important thing is to have fun and practice. All right, let's get started. Let's start with our teddy bear's nose in the middle of our paper, but towards the top so that we have room for the body down here. Now, I just drew kind of a little letter V and then close the top so it looks like an upside down triangle. And then you can color it in. Then let's draw the eyes. We could draw big open eyes. We're gonna draw a big circle and another big circle to match. Then we can also draw the mouth. I'm gonna draw a zombie mouth so it's kind of open and frowning. Let's turn it into a jelly bean shape. So we can draw a curve and then come up in the middle and then draw another curve over here on the side. And we can add one tooth and a tongue. Now let's draw the shape of our teddy bear's head. I'm going to start up here above the eye and we're going to draw it coming down close to the left eye, and then we can draw it kind of coming out for a cheek. We can also draw a little zigzag for some fur, and then the cheek coming down, and let's stop there. We won't go all the way under. And then on this side, we're going to imagine this going through, and we're going to leave it open for the brain. But right here we can draw the other side of the head coming down, and we could draw little zigzags too on this side. And then I'm going to draw it almost connecting, but we'll stop there. So see how we're trying to make this shape look like it goes through, and it would connect here, but we're going to leave it open on the top and also the bottom. Okay, now up here, let's draw the brain. I'm going to draw some bumps, kind of like we're drawing a cloud line. So we've got these little bumps that are coming over to the other side. And then right here, let's draw it coming out of our teddy bear. So I'm going to draw some zigzags and connect. Okay, next let's draw the ears. We're going to draw a big teddy bear ear over here. So it looks like we're drawing a letter C, or kind of an upside down letter C, and one over here. This one got a little bigger, but that's okay. Then we're going to draw the inside of the ears. So we got the same shape, but smaller. And then down here, let's draw the body. We'll start by drawing the belly first. We're going to draw it coming out of the chin, and then we'll curve around and stop there. And then on this side, let's draw the arm. So we're kind of drawing our teddy bear facing to the left. So we're going to draw the arm coming down. And then on the inside of the arm, we'll draw it coming out of the armpit. Then we're going to curve around like we're going to do the same thing and connect, but we'll leave it open. And we can draw this kind of torn or a bite, and then we'll connect there. Then we can draw two paw lines. And then on this side, let's draw the teddy bear's arm sticking out, and we'll draw it torn also, but connecting to the belly. And then we could draw a bone sticking out, so it's gross. So we've got two short lines coming out, and then we can draw a curve. It almost looks like a letter C, and then another one right here. There's the end of that arm. And then we can draw the foot down here. So let's draw a line here and also a line over here. Then we can draw these two same lines, so the same distance, but we're going to draw it on this side. So there's one, and then we're going to use our eyes to measure and try to repeat that same distance over here. Then let's draw the toes. We're going to draw them curving around here and then back and to the other side. So let's try to repeat that same shape for this foot. Yeah, and we can add toe lines or paw lines down here on the feet. Okay, now let's add one more kind of gross thing. We're gonna draw the belly torn. So let's just, you could draw a shape. It doesn't have to look like mine, but we're gonna draw zigzags and connect. So we got this big round zigzag where it's torn. And then right here, we're gonna draw the ribs showing through. So I'm gonna draw a little U here, and then we'll draw the bottom rib. And then we're gonna draw the top of that rib right here. And then let's draw 2 more lines right above it. So I'm gonna turn this into the space, or that's the bottom of the next rib. And then we can draw another one right here and then connect it back. Then inside of this tear, let's draw this part, or kind of like it's hidden or inside. I'm gonna draw the short line and then we'll draw it curving. So we got this straight line and then we got this curve for the bottom. So it's like this straight line and then the curve right here. Now we could add even more things, but let's leave it just like this and switch to coloring. Now this part will fast forward because I want to challenge you to color your drawings differently. But if you want, when I'm all finished, you can pause the video and then use my drawing as inspiration. All right, I'm all finished coloring my drawing, and that was a lot of fun. I hope you'll have fun coloring your drawing too. Now you can also add extra things. I added stitches here on the side and on the belly, and slime dripping from the ear and bone, and also little drops on the floor. You can also add texture. I used a darker marker to add these little bumps to make it kind of more beat up, and also shading underneath the head and on the floor to make it more 3D. But I think it would be really cool and a fun challenge to finish your drawing by adding a background. And I hope you had a lot of fun following along with me, and we'll see you later, art friends. Goodbye.